Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, I'm Alicia. I own a crochet boutique called Awestruck Crochet, and this is my last week to market prep before my market this weekend. I actually go set up for the market on Friday, so I can't believe that we're almost finally here. I have several things that I would like to try to get done before the market and restock. Since I took spring items to both of the local shops that I sell at. I don't have any more of the chubby buddies. I split them up. I think I maybe only have one chubby buddy. So I need to try to restock on the chubby bunnies. I also took hatching chicks with me. I need to try to make more hatching chicks for this weekend because it's a 2-day show. And then I also need to restock on the mini bees. I didn't get a chance to make a lot of them, and I also took 3 of them to one of the local boutiques. So those are the top 3 things that I would like to try to restock on. I also don't have any more of the baby bonnies. All 3 of them sold. I had one sell at the market, and then I sold the other 2 online. And so I crocheted 2 baby bonnies so far. I would like to try to get 2 more done for this market this week. And then I would also like to try to get 3 of the baby Della ducks and take those as well to the market since they've been such a big hit. Last year, I took the bitty ducks from Raven Jade Co. and they sold pretty well, but I would really like to see how baby Della does in person. That is what the goal is. I have several Etsy orders to also fulfill, and so I'm going to have to break up my time between Etsy orders and market prepping, but I think that will be okay, especially because Etsy orders include the Della duck, and so I will just prep maybe a couple extra more. I divided my time up for the Della ducks this week. Let me grab my notebook. So this week with the orders, I need to spread them out and do 5 large Della ducks, 1 of the deer cuddle critters, 1 baby bonnie, and then 3 baby Dellas. They need to go out for orders. This morning I woke up to an order for a hatching chick, which I believe I already have, so I think I can just ship it from inventory. And then I sold the other baby bonnie, so that will need to also ship out. So then market prep wise, I already told you guys. In addition, I want to try to get another lamb snuggler because that lamb snuggler sold for me last year, and it's a nice gender neutral snuggler to gift for a boy or a girl. And then I'm out of my pink baby booties, and so I would like to try to prep 2 of those. I don't want to get too crazy. Baby booties don't move super quickly, but I only have gray baby booties to offer right now, and if someone's looking for a baby girl, they might be looking for pink, and so I would like to try to just have a few on hand. And so I'm just going to make 2 baby booties if I have time. And then I already talked to you guys about the baby Della, the bees, the hatching chick, and then the baby bonnie. So let me kind of show you also what I've already crocheted. I've been working on the side last week. So the vlog that just came out was 2 weeks ago, and last week was a much slower week. I don't know. I told you guys that once I have a really productive day or a really productive week, the next day or the next week is just not as productive. I wish it was. I wish it could always be productive, but I think it's just when you go so hard in your small business and get all these things done, you're kind of like a little bit more relaxed the next day or the next week, and you just kind of take it slow. And you don't mean to take it slow. It just naturally happens. And so that's at least what happens for me. I don't know if you can relate to that or not, but this past week, I will share with you what I finished. I crocheted 1 of the baby bonnies. I did hummus with coral blossom, and she literally screams spring for me. I love this little girl so much. I am in this coral and peach phase right now. I don't know what it's about, but she looks super cute. Her headband is actually like a little bit brighter pink than what it's showing on camera, but I think she turned out really cute. And then I made her a little sister, just like I did with the gray versions. I'm going more of the tans and neutral. here is her little sister. She has the cream speckle yarn with the white cheeks. I think these two look so cute together. I really do like them. So here's these two girls. And then I started the baby sand color. So again, still neutral. They'll fit together like this. And I'm thinking she will have a yellow headband this time. So we got her that we're working on. I ran out of baby sand yarn. I was able to finish one ear, and then I got almost towards the end of the second ear before running out, but more yarn came, so I can finish her hopefully this week. And then this is the other order for a baby Bonnie. I got this this gray cloud yarn is the, I don't think it's Mystical. Maybe it is Mystical. I can't remember. But anyway, the yarn is Bernat Baby Blanket in gray cloud. I think it actually is Mystical. I don't know. The thing's right here with me, actually, because I had to order more. It is Mystical. Okay, so Bernat Blanket, Mystical, in the color gray cloud. So this is one of the custom orders that needs to ship. She just needs her ears. I ran out of yarn and didn't get a chance to finish, but look at her cute little tail on the back. I love it. I actually just used the faux fur yarn to crochet her tails. I tried to use one of the palms that I have, and it's just massive compared to her, and I just didn't like it. I like the crocheted version instead, and this is included in the pattern. So I think her little tail comes out perfect with the pattern version, and I really like that versus the palm, but I can see how the palm is just easier to finish really quickly and then attach on. But honestly, her tail doesn't take that long. It's a couple rounds and then you're done. So here is this one. If I get another chance, I would like to crochet another one of her so that she matches with the sisters in this neutral color baby Bonnie. So we could potentially have 4 baby Bonnies, which is the goal, but we will see. So that's what I've been working on. Also, a couple new pattern tests that I've been doing. I did Calliope for Christina at Handmade Hugs. She's one of the newest teeny zoo crew member, and look how cute this little kangaroo is, guys. Oh my gosh, she's so sweet. Look at the little bend in her legs. It's absolutely precious. Her little tail and everything. And she sits like, come on. She's really precious, guys. I decided to embroider her nose with worsted weight yarn, but the pattern has it for blanket yarn. You can do either one, but I think she looks absolutely so stinking sweet. This pattern is already out, so I will link it down below for you guys. You definitely need her. She's really cute. I use the color Hummus again. It's Yarn Bee Cozy Occasion in Hummus. You can find it at Hobby Lobby. But here's Calliope, and she is out and about, so grab her. Also with Christina's patterns, what's really amazing is that you can choose to have her body stuffed or unstuffed if you want a lovey style. So because these are so tiny, this would be so cute also as a little lovey, and you can embroider her eyes as well if you want to. But she's so cute. You need her. Definitely need her. I love her. So there's Calliope, and then the other pattern test that I'm currently in is from Stephanie at Eat, Pray, and Crochet. She has these little poppy granny squares that are coming out. I think the actual name is called Grandma Poppy Granny Square, but look how pretty this is. It's so cute. I told you guys I'm in a little peach era, so the flower is yellow with a, this color is apricot. It's like a light peach, and then we have peach, and then I did green, and then a soft pink. This color is honestly a little hard to capture on camera, but I think it's really pretty. I have 5 of the squares done right now. I don't have any of the ends weaved in though, but I have 5 of the squares done, and I think I'm going to, I only grabbed 4 of the 5 though. The 5th one's over there on the counter. I think I'm going to crochet a little baby blanket, so I'm hoping I can get it done before the end of the pattern test is. Here, I think I have until Friday to get this together. So I'm hoping I can get this done. We will see. If not, this will be such a sweet little project to work on the side. And even if I only join like a couple of the rows, we'll get the gist of it. But I just love this. I think this is so sweet. But guys, look at how cute it would be with like a little bunny. I just love that so much. Anyway, that's my thought process on that. And then what I was also able to finish or really start was the 5 Della ducks. So last night I've been crocheting the bodies and I finished all of the bodies. Yesterday I finished the wings. And then last night while I was watching my show with Mia, I was able to crochet on their beaks and so on their arms and tuck in the end. So here's what we got right now. We have 5 of the large Della ducks. Actually, I think I crocheted 6. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. We got 6. Oh, I forgot to crochet her arm. I think my count was off. And so then when I was sewing it, I didn't get a chance to finish it. What's up? You need a what? Oh, the chair? Are you taking that outside? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. Anyway, so we have 6 Della ducks started. I also started their feet. I only got 2 sets of feet done. So I just have the feet. I need to do the legs still and then attach them on their bodies. I need to do the headbands and embroider their eyes. I talked to you guys last week about showing you the eye embroidery. I will show you the embroidery for the large Della duck because it's a little different than the baby Della duck. Just with the stitch wise, the large Della duck goes through 2 stitches and the baby Della duck goes through 1 stitch. I have my yarn here. I put this in when I'm crocheting the increase round. So I'll show you. Here's the increase round on round A. I stick this yarn in between the increase, and this helps me with the beak placement, and then it'll help me with the eye embroidery. In the pattern, it says that the increases should be on either side of the beak, and therefore when I do this, I can quickly see where the increases are. As I'm counting down, I start with round 9 and go around, and then I know as I'm approaching the increase to not go through the increase. So that's why I have the yarn tails here on the duck. It just makes it so much quicker to see the increases. That is where I'm at currently with this week. This baby Bonnie needs to ship today. I need to finish her ears and then she's ready to go. I also already crocheted her headband, so she's literally almost done. But I need to finish one of these Della ducks to go with the order because the buyer bought both of these 2. I'm going to make my priority to be this one Della duck from start to finish so that she can be shipped. And then today we will also be shipping the hatching chick and the other baby Bonnie that got purchased in my Etsy shop. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. We don't have a ton of time. I have a couple of hours. Well, I have the majority of the afternoon to work. I will go to the post office when my husband comes home. My car is currently in the car shop, and so we'll just go to the post office when he comes home. So I have a good chunk of time to work. It's like 9 o'clock this morning, and so I'm going to go ahead and start on the Della ducks, and then I will catch back up with you guys. Okay guys, we're going to be embroidering the larger Della duck. I have everything here. I have my black worsted weight yarn. This is size 4 yarn. This particular yarn is from Hobby Lobby. It's the I Love This yarn in black. I have 2 strands, 1 for each eye, and then I have white that I'll be using. This is I Love This yarn, but it's cotton. You can use acrylic or cotton yarn. It's just your preference. If you use cotton yarn, find one that is soft and not stiff. And so I have the Della duck here. The yarn attachment is with the increases, so you can see that I increased here. This is going to help with the placing of the bill so that I know where to go and to not, so that the increases are on each side of the duck's bill. I'm going to zoom in a little closer so you can see and watch me embroider. Okay, so here we are with Della. I have the beak done. I have my long strand of acrylic yarn. I'm going to insert, you can insert anywhere on the face. I just like to come in through the side. So I'm going to come in here, and the large Della duck uses 2 row stitches for the eyes. And I like my eyes to start at the end of her beak so that it's actually, well, her eye placement will be about right here. So then that there is about 5 stitches along the beak for her eyes. So I'm going to just insert here on the side and come up through this stitch. And this actually ends up being one of the first increases here. So here's my increases. I'm going to come up through this stitch right here, and I'm going to leave a tail so that I can tie off. I'm going to go up 2 stitches. So that's 1 row and that's 2. So Della's eye, I like to guide the eye and figure out where it's going to be straight. And so it looks like we're going to be placing it, if I place it in this stitch right here, it's going to be a little sideways, so I'll probably place it right here. It's too hard to pick, actually. Either one will be fine. I'm going to place it through this one. So then I'm going to just come back out through the hole that I went in. I can take this out. I don't need it anymore. I'm going to pull the acrylic yarn down. There we go. Okay, now I'm just going to keep going in and out between these 2 stitches. So I'm going to take my needle again and go through that stitch that we came up, and then come back out the same stitch. You're going to keep doing that with multiple passes. You're not going to go through any other stitches to create your eye. So I usually like to go on one side and then the next time go on the other so that it builds up the eye. So that is what we're going to do. And I like to go slow for this part as I get closer to the eye so that I can guide the yarn exactly where I want it to be so that it stays in place, and then pull tight. So now I'm going to switch my yarn a little bit more over here and then go up and under again through the same 2 stitches and then guide it here. You can pull out any extra polyfill that comes out with the eye. That's going to be normal, so you'll kind of have to pick it out. I think that's as big as the eye is that we're going to go. And we'll maybe go 1 more. You can kind of see whether it's too much or not. So if you have it here and if you add this here, I think that looks a little bit more fuller. So I'm going to add 1 more stitch over here and go slow so I can guide it with my fingers how I want it. Pull out the excess. Okay, I'm pretty pleased with this eye. I'm going to leave this yarn hanging here because I'll need it for the eyelash. So now I'm going to grab my other yarn string and we're going to go do the same thing. On this eye, we came up through the first increase. So we're going to do it here. That puts the stitch right there. So I'm just going to come in on the side. Any stitch is fine. Come down here, and then we're going to come up right in here for that first increase. I'm going to pull to leave a tail to tie off, and I don't need this anymore, so I can pull it out. We're going to go up 2 stitches just like we did for this one, so it puts it right here. And I'm going to put it in this hole. If I put it this one, I'll get a diagonal eye. I want it to be up and down, so we're going to go through this one. back down through the same stitch that we came up in. So it'll be like this. Okay, now I'm just going to keep doing the same thing on the other side, going back and forth. Okay, now I'm just double checking to see if they're going to be similar. I think if I add another row, it might look too big compared to this one. Maybe not. Maybe we'll go one more. Again, it's all just kind of your preference and style of how big you want the eye, how wide you want the eye. There's no particular right or wrong reason. You just need to keep going through the same stitch. I have a little white spot here, but it'll be okay. I can move the yarn around, and I'll also have a white highlight here, so it will really be okay. All right, I'm going to pause here just like I did with the other one, and I'm going to grab my white yarn now, and we're going to thread the white. Now the same thing with the white, we're going to come up through the same 2 stitches. So I like to start where I already put my tail, and that way I can tie them together. So I'm going to insert in the same stitch as I did my black, and I'm going to come up in the same hole as the bottom of my black. We're going to leave a tail so we can tie off. I'm going to come up and insert my yarn through the top, and then you can come out any other stitch. I like to stay kind of close by because I'll go back down to create the highlight, but we're going to go slow, and you can pull either side tight, but there's the first little white on the side. Now I usually like to turn my head to the side so I can do the highlights. Wherever your yarn is coming out from, you're going to go back in that hole, go back through the same stitch, and you're going to come up in the middle of your duck eye. So you might have to push around a little bit because you've already created like a fence to get through with the black yarn, but you're going to come up through the black eye, and then you're going to go back down to the top of the eye like you always do, and then come out another stitch. Go slow so you can walk it exactly where you want it. And there's her little white highlight. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm using the same white yarn. If it's easier for you, you can have 2 different strands of white, but again, I'm going to go through the same stitch, because if I go through another stitch, then I have a white line, and I don't want that. So down the same stitch, out through the bottom of her eye, pulling it. You have to be careful how tight you pull. If you pull too tight, you're going to start pulling on this white highlight. So you have to kind of be a little bit careful, or it'll be too tight and you won't see it. But if that happens, you can just take your needle and go under the white and pull it up just a little bit to give you some slack. There we go. Okay. Moving on to this side, we're going to move this yarn out of the way. I'm already down here at the bottom, so I'm going to just come right here at the top and go out any other stitch. I like to do it diagonally from my eye though, so that it's easy to maneuver with the needle. It's just kind of a personal preference. But here's the white, and then we're going to go back down, through the same stitch and in the middle of my eye. Pulling it through, and then I'm going to go back down here in the top of my eye. And I'm going to end it at this tail so that I can tie those two together. So there we go. And then pulling it. Here we go. There is the white highlights of our eyes. And then we're going to go back with the black, and we're going to do the little eyelash part. So I usually go about one stitch over, so I'll go probably about here. And this is all kind of trial and error. So you're going to go back down the bottom of the stitch and come out where you would want the bottom of your lash to be. And then I start from the bottom and come to the top, because when you pull, then it gets tighter and gets a little smaller and it's easier. So started from the bottom, we're about one stitch over or about 1.5 stitches over. And we're going to come up through that top hole where we've been coming in through with our black eye. So we're going to go up. I usually go up and then I come back down. But again, that's just personal preference. And it looks long, but when you tighten it, he's still long. So I don't like this. This is a good example of the eye and what it might look like if you don't like it. I don't like this, so I'm going to pull it out. It ended up being too long. So we're just going to go up a stitch, because I didn't like how long it is. Still some, oops. Okay. Let's get this guy back down to where he was supposed to be. Oh, how did he come up here? He must have just pulled on. Okay, there we go. It's not all perfect science, guys. Okay, let's try this again. Let's go back up through the top, and we'll see if we like this. Oh, that looks a little bit better. Okay. She looks kind of angry, though. Okay, let's do the other side and see what we're feeling like. Sometimes if one side just isn't it, you just need to take a break and go to the other side, guys. Okay, we're going to come out here to the side, about 1.5 stitches over. I don't know why it didn't work out. Usually that's exactly where I put the placement of the eye. It just looks a little long. Okay, pulling this out. Let's thread it again and try it. Let's come up a stitch and down. Okay. I think that's just how this little Della is going to work this time. I think she'll be okay. She doesn't look as angry as I thought she did, especially zoomed out. Okay, so here's her little eye. We're going to take each tail and go back down here to the starting so we can tie off. So I'm going back down that stitch, coming out through the bottom. And I'm going to pull on this just a little tighter. And then I'm going to tie these. I'm going to tie the 3 of them together. Be a little bit mindful about how hard you pull to tie, because you're tightening something. And then you can cut it off. And you're going to tuck it in through the stitch. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing for this side. we're going to come down, go through the same hole. We're going to come down here. Sometimes you have to do a little bit of a pushing, but she reforms and shapes. And then we'll tie these. Cut it off and tuck it in. Okay, and there is our embroidered eye Della. She looks cute. Okay, she doesn't look as angry as I thought she was going to look. Okay, her eyes are done. Let me zoom out so I can show you how to tie her headband. Okay, here is what she looks like. Zoomed on out. She looks cute. Let's tie her headband. So I've gotten a lot of questions about the headband that I've been using. I've been using Baby Bonnie's headband because it has the more prominent circle, like bow shape, and I really like that. So we're using Baby Bonnie's headband. You may have to adjust how many times across you go, and that all just depends on tension. So you can measure by, as you're crocheting around, making sure that you will have some slack to tie, okay? But it honestly depends on tension. So I did 41, but this is with Premier Basic worsted weight yarn. And the number will change based on how thin your yarn is or how thick it is. So I usually like to tie these where they're gonna be about even when I crisscross. And the baby headband will come all the way down the bottom of her neck. So we're just going to cross tie it. Okay. And then pull fairly snug so that her headband isn't going to go anywhere. And then again, we're going to crisscross like this. And we're pushing this petal in and we're moving this one over. Like that. There. See, I like Bonnie's headband because it's just such a cute little bow. And then you can pull up and adjust. I like the headband to sit on the outside of her eyelash here and sit on the top of her head. Here's the headband view from the back. So there she all is. Oops, there's a black hair. And you can adjust it if you want the bow to be more center. There is your sweet little Della duck. She is all done. And this little cutie is ready to go to her forever home. Okay, so I hope that was helpful for you with embroidering the eyes on the big Della duck and how I tie my headbands and the headband style that I'm using. So just let me know. I think it would be nice to create a little reel for you guys so that it's a quick video and then you can see it with this one being a more in-depth explanation. But this will give a good reference for you guys who are embroidering her eyes. And then I will show you Baby Della when I have Baby Della ready. I have one more headband to tie with Baby Bonnie. This one is also the custom order that is going to her forever home with the Della duck. I thought I would show you how I tie it again. Get her ears out. Her headband also goes to the bottom of her head and then comes up like this with her ears behind. Make sure that they're going to be, bring her down a little bit. Make sure that they're going to be even when we tie. We're going to crisscross and pull tight. And then we're going to go up and over, kind of like another X, like this. And then this tail goes under for me, and we switch them around. And you just kind of play with how you want this. Okay. Again, her headband comes just a little bit above her eye and still comes down to her neck. So for the color change, it hits right here about the color change for me. And then she's all ready to go. She looks super cute too, ready for her forever home. Okay, I did the tutorial for you guys and I packaged up the Della duck and the baby Bonnie and then the second baby Bonnie that I also needed to ship as well. I went to go find my hatching chick and I guess I took both of the mustard hatching chicks with me to the boutique. So I'm not able to ship that out for my inventory. I will need to crochet a mustard hatching chick for that order. But I think that'll be okay. I can just do that whenever I'm batching the other hatching chicks for this week and it'll go out later on. But I'm going to keep working on the large Della duck so I can get through some of those and then maybe also be able to ship them before my husband comes home. It's currently 1 o'clock, so I have about 2 hours until he comes home. So I'm going to keep working and hopefully we can ship out some more while I'm already going to the post office. Okay guys, I finished one of the snugglers. Here is the Della duck with the color Spa. She looks super cute. Here is the one in mauve. So cute. I can't wait to ship these off and they'll go to the forever homes. So I'm going to package these up and then we'll go to the post office. Okay, I wanted to share a little bit more about the winder that I just got. I was influenced by Core at Love Knots to try this electric yarn winder, and I got this one from Caydo. It is so good, guys. I do still sit next to it to control like the yarn and make sure there aren't any knots, but it is so nice not having to crank your arm. The wooden one that I have is actually really nice too, but with the boys pulling on it and things, I think something happened to it because my cakes aren't tight anymore, or the cakes would come out lopsided. And so when Core shared about this electric yarn winder, I grabbed one as well to see how well it does, and honestly love it. I spent the entire night caking yarn. So I really caked the yarn down here on the bottom shelf. There are some yarns that were already caked, but like this is what I'm talking about. The yarn winder that I currently have would make loose cakes, or they'd be lopsided and uneven and like bulgy on one of the sides. But the other night I caked all of this. I caked the ones in the back. The majority of it I caked. I didn't cake this one because it's too big. It's freshly open. I didn't cake some of the small balls that I already have. This was already caked from the other one, but there's yarn back here and down there. So all of this I caked, and I think I did it all in about an hour or less. Like, it was so fast, and you can control the speed of the yarn winder. Guys, it's seriously so nice. You can go slow, you could go super fast, and get them done in like no time. So this was really, really nice. If you're looking for a new yarn winder and you would like to give it a try, I will link it down below in the description for you. So I wanted to show you guys the different speeds. So you just turn it on with this little knob, and then you can control the speed by how fast you turn the knob. I'm going to turn it on full speed so you can see what it looks like as it goes. So it's pretty quick. I was able to get a full skein done in just a short amount of time, like maybe 1 or 2 minutes, maybe even less, honestly. It's so fast, guys. This is really nice to have. It just attaches somewhere small with this little lever, and then you just thread it through here. With my bulky yarn, I don't go through this gauge, and it also tells you that in the direction. So I yarn up through here and under. This comes up and it slides under here and then on the top of here and then across here. So definitely a nice one to try out if you're looking for a new yarn winder. Hey guys, today is Wednesday. I did not get a chance to vlog yesterday. Yesterday was my day to market prep without worrying about custom orders for my Etsy shop because I had gotten caught up. I do need to ship for tomorrow, but yesterday I didn't need to ship or anything like that, and most of the orders were already caught up. So I just took the time yesterday to market prep. The majority of the day I spent working on this little cutie. She is all done now. I don't know why she took me so long to crochet. Her head was honestly done, and then so was one of the ears, and then the second ear was halfway done, and so I just needed to finish the ear, attach them, and then crochet her legs and her arms and attach it to her head and then her headband, and it literally took me forever. I don't know what my deal was. I just couldn't seem to crochet fast enough. I felt very slow and very tired. I think maybe some of it is due to Mia waking me up several times in the night. She was not feeling very well with her stomach, and so I think I was just really tired. I took a power nap in the afternoon, and I think that motivated me to keep crocheting a little faster. But here is this sweet little girl. She's ready for the market on Saturday. And so then that puts 3 of the baby Bonnies done. I have 2 that are neutral with a peach and like a light peach and then a peach headband. And then I have this one who's also going. She's got the coral with the pink. So these girls are all ready to go to the market. And then last night I took the time to stock up on the chubby bunnies from Oak and Marlow. Let's see. I just restocked 1 of each. That's all I really had time for, but I'll go ahead and share them with you. So I crocheted this light gray bunny. I think he's so cute. This time I decided to do the safety eyes instead of the embroidery eyes for the chubby bunnies, just because that was so much faster with market prepping this round. And then he has a cute little tail. So we have a light gray, and then the gray frosting is here, his cute little tail. And then I restocked the white. Well, it's really birch. So this one is in birch. And then I have this one in baby sand. And then the last one is lilac lounge one. So all 5 of these are done and ready to go to the market. And then that's what I spent my time on yesterday, was just market prepping. I also, in the car pickup line to pick up Mason, I crocheted some of the duck feet. I was able to get 2 sets of duck feet done for the large Della ducks. So 2 of them are ready to go. And then that's all. So that crossed off several things off of my list. I still would like to, I think I'm going to be okay with the possums. So when I pulled my inventory from one of the shops that I sell at locally because they weren't moving, I pulled a couple of baby otters and a couple of the mini possums. So I have 2 mini possums to offer at my market, and I now have, I think, 3 baby otters after I picked up the 2. So I think that will give me a good kind of miscellaneous selection of small priced items without having to overload batch. So I'm not going to work on possums. I'm just going to have the 2 along with the baby otters. On my list also for the market to market prep was 3 baby Della ducks and a couple of mini bees. I'm going to try to get that done this week. It's not going to be done today. I may prep the baby Della ducks, but today I need to work on Etsy orders. I need to finish the large Della ducks, sew their feet on, embroider their eyes, and do their headbands. And then 3 of them have a baby Della duck that goes with it. So I need to crochet those. So that's what we're going to be working on today, those Etsy orders, so I can stay on top of it. And then because the baby Della doesn't take super long, I'm kind of hoping that I can be able to prep at least 3 of those bodies while I'm crocheting the other 3 that go with the large Della duck. We'll kind of just see, and it will depend on time. And then tonight, I will need to tag the current items that I have that are ready to go so I can put them in my bins and update my inventory list. So I think that's the gist of how today is going to go. I'll take you along with me and keep you updated with what I get done. and hopefully be able to show you a little bit more. When I crochet the little baby duck, I'm going to try to do the embroidery tutorial for that today as well. So lots of things on the list today, so let's go ahead and get started. I am going to go ahead and start with the large Della ducks right now because they're almost done, and so this will take not a lot of time at all. So let's go ahead and start with the large Della ducks, and then we'll move to the baby Della duck. I finished the ducks and got their little legs sewn on. I did the feet and the legs and then sewed them on, and then I crocheted this little girl's wing, and it's now sewn on. So now it's time for embroidering the eyes and then their headbands. Okay, I got the eye embroidery done for the Della ducks. This one's done, and so is this one. And then I have the yarn colors pulled for their headbands. This is Premier Basics worsted in the color Taffy. This is Orchard, and this is also Premier Basics worsted in the color Lilac. I'm going to start crocheting their headbands for these little guys, and then they'll be done. I'm going to be using my Furls hook in a 5mm, and I'm using Baby Bonnie's bow for the Della duck. All right, guys, I got the larger Della ducks done, and they're ready for their forever homes. They turned out so cute. This is the one with Lilac, Orchard, and then Taffy. And I think they just look so precious all together. I'm still working on the baby, so I'll check back in with you in just a little bit. Here's where I'm at on baby Della. I have 2 of them done and their little feet. I'm going to keep working on this while I watch my show with Mia, and then I'll check back in with you. Hey guys, it is Thursday. I'm getting ready to take Matt to his doctor's appointment this morning. But then when I come back, I'm going to finish the baby Della ducks. I did not get them finished last night at all. I finished crocheting their feet, but then I haven't crocheted on their legs or anything like that. So I'll do that whenever I come back, along with their eye embroidery and headbands. But I'll check back in with you guys in just a little bit. Okay, we are back from the doctors and all the errands and stuff that we had to do today. I also finished the baby Della ducks. This is now after school. As soon as we got home, I had about an hour and a half until I needed to get the kids from school. And so I sewed on their little legs and crocheted their headbands, but for whatever reason, I could not get their eye embroidery right. I don't know. I've made 10 baby Dellas now, and I feel like I haven't crocheted a single one, or at least embroidered a single one, because I could not remember what I did. So I know you guys want this eye embroidery tutorial, but honestly, it's going to be for me as well, because clearly I can't remember where the placement was or how I did it. I got it all figured out now, but I seriously cut out the eyes to the Della duck literally 5 times for one eye, and then twice for the second eye, and then the second duck I cut out their eyes. I just couldn't get it, guys. It was so frustrating. So I ended up having to take the Della ducks with me to the car pickup line so I could finish embroidering their eyes. But here they are. Here is Taffy, and then you saw Mauve. And then this one is so cute with the blue. It's the first one that I could do with the blue. It is, oh gosh, Blue Ice or something like that for the yarn description in my color chart. But she turned out really cute with the blue. I really like it. So here they all are. I need to go ahead and package up all the Della ducks and get them to the post office because they're supposed to ship today. It's currently about 3:30, and I also have a fox to ship as well. So we're going to package up all of those and then take them to the post office. Okay, I'm on my way to the post office with 5 packages. I got the fox sent in, and then the 500th Etsy sale package is also in here with a special gift. So let's go ahead and take these. Okay guys, I am back from the post office. Oh my gosh, it feels so good to ship all of those off and catch up on some of my orders. It's been so fun crocheting everyone's custom order for the ducks and the headband color that they've hand chosen for their little ones. It's been such an honor to crochet those, and I've just loved the process of doing the custom orders. I shipped all those off last night. In my Instagram, I posted about being one sale away from reaching 500 sales on Etsy, and the 500th Etsy sale would receive an additional little gift in their package. And so Tori was my 500th Etsy sale. Congratulations. Thank you so much for supporting my small business and everyone else before her. I truly appreciate you guys. Tori had ordered one of the hatching chicks, and so I put in an extra surprise for her in her package. I can't wait for her to get it and see the extra surprise that she got. It is now about 5 o'clock. I'm going to finish dinner, and then I don't think I'm going to have time to do market prepping tonight. I have 2 more orders that I need to crochet and send out for tomorrow. It is a yellow baby duck. It's the yellow sparkle baby duck, and then a woodland cuddle critter. I thought I had the cuddle critter all ready to go in my inventory bin, but I have the dark brown deer and she ordered the light brown deer. So I'm going to crochet that and then send those off. And then, I don't know, we'll see. I would like to market prep, but at this point I need to focus on the Etsy orders that need to ship out on time. Etsy is like, I don't know. The star seller on Etsy is literally a joke. It kills me every time. I've never received star seller because they always find something that I didn't do. Like, for instance, it won't give me star seller because of my messaging. I have the app and I always usually message within 24 hours, and the fine print says within 24 to 48 hours, and they still won't honor that. I've sent messages instantly, and you know how sometimes when you reply instantly, it'll say, "Great job," or "Nice work for replying so quickly." And some of the messages in the app don't do that. So it acts, I think it's acting like I didn't reply within the 24 to 48 hours, even though it was like 30 minutes ago that the person sent me the message. It has just been kicking my butt that star seller pushes so much more for Etsy, and if you are a star seller, Etsy is more likely to promote your things and be the top of the ranking list. And if you don't have star seller based on speedy shipping, so shipping on time, replying within 24 to 48 hours, and your reviews, then you're not going to get star seller. And it's just a little frustrating at this point. I feel like no matter what I do, I won't ever get star seller. I don't know how people get star seller, honestly. But anyway, I feel like I will prioritize my Etsy orders before market prepping because those people already paid for their order versus on a market. It's not paid for yet. And I think at this point, whatever I have available at the market is whatever I have available. I know that I wanted a variety of things and crochet additional makes, but that just may not be the case for me, and I'm going to have to let it go and know that whatever I bring was my best, and that's okay. I was going to set up tomorrow, but I'm actually not. I'm just going to wait till Saturday morning since the market is an hour away from me. I'm just going to set up on Saturday, so that gives me all day tomorrow to prep maybe something. But tonight I'm going to work on the Sparkle Della duck and the woodland cuddle critter. I may pop back in and check in with you. If not, I will see you in the morning. Hey guys, it is Friday. Oh my gosh, I feel like this week has literally flown by. I didn't really get any of the things that I wanted to get done except for the custom orders on my Etsy shop. So I finished them. Let me go ahead and show you. There was an order for a baby Della, but in the yellow sparkle yarn. So here she is. She is a yellow sparkle yarn from Marion Blanket. It's like Marion Blanket sparkle in the color Sunshine. So here she is, and then I use mustard for her feet. This was a custom order. I wanted to do the embroidery eye tutorial for baby Della this week, but it's just not going to happen. I'm so sorry, guys. I really wanted to do that for you, but I have just not had the time. I've had to crank out all of these orders, and I haven't felt like I've been able to actually sit down and do this for you. So hopefully I can get to it for you next week. I also know that several of you wanted to see color change with baby Bonnie, so I'll probably show that also in the next week's vlog. Well, it'll be in 2 weeks, because next week's vlog will be about the market, and then the following week we'll be back to market prepping for another spring show. So I'll probably show it to you guys in that vlog. And then once I have since I've already done the large Della duck embroidery, and when I do the baby Della duck embroidery, I'll just also combine those two videos into one video on YouTube, so that way only the tutorial for the eye embroidery is there, and you guys won't have to dig into the vlogs. If you need something very quickly, you can just click on that tutorial. But I'll also put it in the vlogs for you, but later on know that I will make a separate video with just the tutorials, so you're not digging if you don't want. If you're looking for something very quickly, you don't have to go and sift through my vlogs. But anyway, so sorry that I wasn't able to get that done for you guys. This week has literally flown by, and I didn't get to do any of the things that I really wanted to do, and I really apologize, because I know so many of you guys were looking forward to that. But hopefully, if you're making the large Della duck embroidery, I will help you with that. The baby Della is very similar. You go through the increases as well, and instead of it being 2 stitches up, it's just 1 stitch. So we'll get it for you. I promise I won't let you down, but this week just did not happen like that. Anyway, so we got her finished, and then the other custom order was the Deer Woodland Cuddle Critter. Here he is. These orders both have to go out today. They are separate orders, so they're going to their forever homes today. And then on my Instagram last night, I posted about wanting to crochet with this Nisi bright yellow fur yarn that I've had for about a year now. I got it last year, probably in February, and then I just never used it. My intention was to use it on Raven Jade Co.'s Beattie duck, and I never got a chance to do it, and I didn't do it, and so it's been sitting on the shelf for a year now. And I put a poll last night in my Instagram stories asking what I should make, if I should make baby Della duck, or if I should make the Mama Made Minis new Chicky plushie. And honestly, the poll won for the Chicky plushie, but I had I was supposed to crochet this last night, and then I didn't. I was so tired. So I crocheted today, and as I sat and figured out today what I was going to crochet, my heart was leaning on baby Della, and so I crocheted a fuzzy baby Della duck, and I can't wait to show you guys. She's so fluffy and cute. Look how cute she is. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. She is seriously so sweet. So the fur yarn, it's actually it's a bright yellow with white flecks in it. Let me get you a little closer to her. And originally I wasn't going to do the eye embroidery because, oh my gosh, that was so hard. Even when I put the markers in for my increases, it just felt like I wasn't going to be able to do it. And even crocheting on the beak, I was debating for a while if I should crochet on the beak, like it says to surface crochet, and then work in the round, or if I should just crochet a beak and use a starting chain to crochet the beak and then attach it on, because fur yarn is hard, guys. It's so hard. Even her little wings and everything. I don't know. She was hard. She was, but she's 1,000 times worth it. Oh my God. I really just kind of want to keep her for me, but I'm going to take her to the market. I'm really proud of myself. Anyway, I wasn't going to do the eye embroidery, but I put her headband on, and it was she just looked like a poof ball, okay? And it didn't look cute. So I knew I was going to have to go back in and try to do these eyes. And honestly, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I think she turned out really cute. I did have to cut away some of the yarn after I got started just so you could see her eye a little bit better, but come on, you guys tell me in the comments, what do you think? I paired it with a light pink headband. I think it's so perfect for spring, and it honestly kind of screams for summer too because this yellow is so bright, but she's cute. I really like her. Anyway, I had 2 skeins of the Nisi fur yarn. Both of them are 50 grams, so I had 100 grams. Her body took an entire skein. So it was 50 grams, and then her wings were just a little bit more. So I still have about half of a skein left. Probably, I had 30 grams left after crocheting her between the 2 skeins. So it used 70 grams of yarn, but now I have leftover of this yellow, and now I don't know what to crochet with it. But anyway, she's all done. She's going to the market. She's so cute and fuzzy, and I just really love her. So that is what I crocheted. I'm going to go ahead and ship these packages so that I can get them out before Mason comes home from school. And then I think the rest of the night, I need to combine my tubs for market prepping. Well, I need to combine my tubs of the finished products because I have 2 halfway empty bins. So I'm just going to combine them. So I just only have 1 bin to bring between those 2. And then I need to add the little levy tags on the levies that I crocheted 2 weeks ago. Those are still waiting for tags. I think everything that I have that I've crocheted these last 3 weeks need tags. So I'm going to be working on that later on today and getting all of that tagged. I probably won't vlog it, so I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here. I hope that you enjoyed this video and it wasn't too sporadic, and that you just got to see the business side of this, and hopefully it wasn't too disappointing about baby Della duck. I will get it for you guys. I absolutely promise. I want you to have that as well. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here. Tomorrow is the market. It's a 2-day market, so you'll get to see all of that. I'll try to vlog me setting up, but I'll be setting up the morning of the market, and sometimes that gets a little hectic and it might be hard to vlog it. But we shall see. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this vlog, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.